In right field, number 15, Brayden Clark. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 11, E.J. Cox. Batting seventh, the DH, number 20, Barry Bonds. The catcher for Mississippi, number 31.
Serene, calm, peaceful. That is the field before the lines and bases are put down. The grounds crew performs this same ritual for every game on every field, laying chalk lines, putting down bases, mowing the outfield. It's as timeless as the game itself, and it's all in anticipation of two words: play ball.
At Buford County Parks and Recreation, we're
In Buford, South Carolina, let's play ball. Let's go.
We are back here in Burton Wells Park, Beaufort, South Carolina, for his North Carolina-Mississippi game. Matt Golden here with Justin Jarrett. And we get to see this Mississippi team again, who last night we saw put on an incredible pitching and defensive exhibition.
Man, it was unreal. Beckett Johnson was electric. He struck out 14 batters. Just unbelievable performance. Most important for them, he went the distance, so they didn't have to use any other arms. So Josh McCarty on the mound today. He's fresh. He hasn't thrown yet in this tournament, and we'll get to see just how deep this pitching staff goes for Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Once again, bringing in a guy who has not thrown it at all in this tournament. That is really hard to believe. Beckett Johnson will be over at first base today for Mississippi. A little bit of a shocking that Mississippi will be the away team. Apparently that was determined before that. So even though they are undefeated, they will hit first.
Yeah. Apparently, we learned before the game that all of the home and away assignments, except for the championship game, are drawn a year prior. So they actually did the drawing earlier today for next year's bracket. So they've already got the little H's on the bracket. So there's nothing untoward happening there. It was determined a year ago. Luck of the draw, just flipping the coins. So, North Carolina gets a chance to take the field first. And, from my standpoint, that's a very important inning for you on defense. When you're the home team, you need to go out there, put up a 0, bring some energy back into the dugout to go to the plate and try to get on top. On the other hand, if you come out flat, team comes out swinging the bat, you can find yourself in a hole early, and it's tough to dig out. So big inning here for North Carolina if they want to try to pull off the upset.
Absolutely. And right now, warming up on the mound is Julius Goolsby, the pitcher for North Carolina. We'll see what he has tonight. Earlier today, the game I had, Louisiana knocked off the Livingston, Texas team that we saw 10-0. Shocking.
Yeah.
Earlier in the tournament, Livingston, Texas beat Louisiana 16-0. Today, they get run ruled by Louisiana. So they are done, which really great effort from them. But it was an impressive outing from Louisiana, who will be in tonight's championship game.
Yeah, and that kind of explained for me a little bit why the Texas coaching staff did what they did yesterday with taking Field out at Luke Field. He was dealing, but he was at 45 pitches. They took him out because they knew if they're going to win this thing, they needed him to throw either tonight or tomorrow. So, they were just running out of arms, I think, and that comes at some point for most teams. We haven't seen it yet for Mississippi. We'll see if they can keep it rolling here. But Goolsby's got a live arm. We saw him close out the game against Buford County yesterday. Big, tall kid, rangy out in center field, and I like him on the mound, so we'll see if he can neutralize this Mississippi offense.
Absolutely. Leading off the thing for Mississippi's going to be Bentley Blansett. Blansett, the speedy shortstop.
Really fun player to watch.
Well, inside, that'll be ball one.
Called it a strike.
Oh, they're going to call it a strike.
Yeah, called it a strike. It looked well into me as well, but about the corner. Blansett must be standing on top of it.
Chops that one foul so quickly in the hole, 0-2.
It's a good start for Goolsby. We want to get this guy, get ahead in the count early, be efficient, save arms.
Good crowd here rolling in for both of these teams.
It's a good spot for Goolsby. Missed just a little bit up, but he tested the top end of the zone. Now he has a little more information to work with. Didn't get the chase. He's nibbling all around it now.
Last night we saw Beckett Johnson go one strikeout away from the DBB record.
Yes, 14. And he was picking up steam.
That was strike 3, so opening strikeout here for Goolsby, one away. As Josh McCarty, the starting pitcher for today for Mississippi, will step into the box.
Good job there by Goolsby. Nibbled around the edges when he got ahead, and then went after him, froze him on the corner. Just off the edge.
Been impressed with a lot of what we've seen from a lot of these young pitchers. As you said last night, they're not just throwing. I mean, they are pitching.
Yeah, and the pitchers have an advantage here. 54 feet. A lot of these kids have already started playing middle school baseball or playing 60, 90 full field. So when you're seeing it from 54 feet and you got a big, tall guy like that, it's getting on you in a hurry.
Out on the outside corner for strike 1.
Pretty generous outside corner so far. So Goolsby's probably going to try to live out there, try to force Mississippi up on the plate and then jam them in.
Party sends that one back toward us.
Nice hack on that one by McCarty. Just a little bit late, but pretty good swing on it. It's right on him.
Deep breath, go at it. Steve, you gotta go quick on it. You gotta be quick.
Look in here from Goolsby. Gets a sign. Now he's going to step off the mound.
Already had a big game at the plate the first time these teams played. Mississippi won 9-3. E.J. Cox had a homer and 5 RBIs in that one.
Call it. You better get
High one over. Looks like it'll be in foul territory. It's going to be out.
Made the catch. I couldn't see who got to it. We're blocked out by the beautiful flowering crepe myrtles right now, but that looked like it was going to be in the Bermuda Triangle over there in foul territory, but somebody went a long way to get it.
Now up the bat, the man of last night, Beckett Johnson, playing first base today for Mississippi.
Johnson, man, he was juiced up for that 7th inning. He was locked in a pitcher's duel, scoreless until the 6th. He got a hit in that 2-run inning, and then he just came out pumping the cheese in the 7th.
As it was an impressive run from him, went the distance. So as you saw, he huge for their pitching. And so again, you got somebody else who has not thrown today in McCarty. The 3 quick balls to Beckett Johnson. Trying to work a 2-out walk here. Ian Hinton stands in the on-deck circle for Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk. So Beckett Johnson, the first base runner of the day here for Mississippi.
Didn't want anything to do with Beckett.
Out walk brings up number 21, Ian.
You know, there's usually a guy in the lineup that you kind of identify that we're not going to let that guy beat you. And you try to kind of pitch around him. But in this lineup, it's got to be E.J. Cox, right? So Beckett usually gets to eat. But with 2 outs, nobody on, he's a dangerous hitter. You don't want to give him anything too good. Put him on first base, see if you can get the next guy to hit a ground ball.
This will be Ian Hinton, the center fielder. That'll be outside for ball 1.
Wilson's got to find the strike zone again here. He was rolling good first 2 batters, but he's lost it a little bit now.
Checks the runner's going to get away from the first baseman. Beckett Johnson going to turn. He's going to go to the second. He will be in there with no slide.
Now he might as well hit a double. A lot of ways to get to second base. Doesn't really matter how you do it.
Absolutely. And this Mississippi team, very aggressive on the base paths. Anytime you make a mistake, they're going to make you pay.
Comes a big spot for Hinton now. Chance to cash in. Little 2-out rally.
2-0 count now. It's Ian Hinton.
Interesting spelling. E-I-A-N.
This again, so 3-0 now. And 2-out magic starting to brew here for Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
I guess Hinton's got the take sign, but you never know. Yeah, he was taking all the way.
Yeah. Paints the outside corner. Strike 1.
Good pitch by Goolsby, too, though, to make it just good enough that couldn't swing even if you had the green light.
Yeah.
Missed in.
Inside. So back-to-back walks issued by Goolsby.
Now he's really got to buckle down because you do not want to load the bases for E.J. Cox.
Interesting, they moved E.J. Cox down to 6th in the order today. See how that pays off for them. But first, Brazen Clark, the right fielder, coming up to bat now.
Yeah, E.J. had a tough outing last night. They pitched him really well, threw him a lot of off-speed stuff away, and got him off balance. And when they threw him fastballs and challenged him, they went up and in. And he's going to be eager to get it going again today.
Sometimes when you got a talented hitter like EJ, he has a rough night, a little switch in the lineup can be a big spark to what he needs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he gets anything to hit in that spot in the lineup. They do have McCrary hitting behind him. He's pretty good stick, too. So
there's going to be a steal.
Yeah, good job there by Johnson. Just no look from Goolsby. Didn't look at him, and if you see him do that once, you look for it the next time, and if he doesn't peek at you, you take off.
What a great jump on that, too. I mean, he was already halfway down there by the time.
Yeah, he picked up on a tendency.
It seems like a really student of the game.
Now they're taking off again.
That's going to be strike 3, swing and a miss. So aggressive early from Mississippi, but not able to score any runs on that as we head to the bottom of the first here at the DBB 2024 World Series here at beautiful Burton Wells Park in Buford, South Carolina. We'll be right back after these messages.
County Parks and Recreation, we're renewing our commitment to our community through respect, integrity, and a standard of excellence. Whether you want to grow your family through fun and affordable sports, exercise, activities, or swimming, we'll show you and your family courtesy, compassion, and dignity every step of the way. Come rise with us for the fun of it.
Thank you for watching the DBB World Series, brought to you by Chris Johnson, local owner of Q on Bay in downtown Buford. Q on Bay, known for gut-busting creative barbecue, friendly staff, and hospitable southern charm. All that is missing is you. Come hungry, leave full.
Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series, brought to you by Local's Restaurant, Convenience, and Specialty Store on Possum Hill Road in Buford.
There's something for everyone at the Highway 21 Drive-In. We have double features on 2 screens for movie lovers of all ages. Our concessions are always open and feature something for everyone. It's affordable for the whole family. Bring the kids or a date for a night under the stars and create some lasting memories. Highway 21 Drive-In, where the stars come out at night. Call 843-846-4500 for this weekend's double features.
It's always yes until it's a no. Everything works except for the swing gets the ball. Okay? The only thing that don't happen on a ball is you don't fully complete the swing. Hey, let's go, Josiah! Hey, Doug, let's get loud.
We are back here at Burton Wells Park for the 2024 World Series. Just got a food delivery from our friends over at Q on Bay.
Yes, sir.
Bonner Barbecue Establishment in Buford.
Down on Bay Street, as the name would suggest. Good place to spend the evening.
Absolutely.
Down on Bay Street.
Known for their
Waterfront Park.
great barbecue, their cold beverages. Just really nice spot there. That'll be a nice spot from the pitcher as he puts that one right in the inside corner for strike one, 1-1 count.
We both opted for the pulled pork over the pulled chicken.
Side of Britt stands in the catcher. He's got the sleeves rolled up.
Yeah, sun's out, guns out, baby.
The ball low for ball 2.
Doesn't want to get a farmer's tan like me.
Absolutely, I know the feeling. High, and it's going to be called for out number 1.
Let's look at McCarty on the mound, but everybody we've seen from Hattiesburg has been really solid. Pounds of zone, changes speeds, hits spots.
So the first baseman, Landon Ransom, will step in here now for Lumberton, North Carolina.
I was just in Lumberton the other day. Ate at the fine Panera in Lumberton. Frequent stop when we travel up to Virginia.
Unfortunately, a place in North Carolina I'm not really familiar with.
Well, I mean, I don't know that there's a lot of occasion to find yourself in Lumberton unless you're passing through, but we did spend a night there once as our halfway point on a hurricane vacation, a hurricane to D.C. Oh, got it.
Clears that one, and so he's going to head to first. 1 out, 1 on.
Always enjoyed the folks in Lumberton. They seem to be nice people.
So Sam Smith now coming in 1 on, 1 out. The second baseman for the day.
Not to be confused with Hilton Head's own Stan Smith,
the legendary tennis player, and also my dad's favorite tennis shoe of all time, being Stan Smith.
Your dad and Pharrell.
Yeah.
That's how iconic Stan Smith is. He brings the people together.
Is that one high and tight? Yeah, it's funny that Stan Smith is such an iconic shoe because for me growing up, I always thought it was just kind of a typical dad sneaker. You know?
Right.
That's what he always wore. But
well, it's had a revival. It's become a fashion symbol. Guys like Pharrell, these fashion influencers have sort of adopted it. Pretty cool.
It's a classic look. It's great.
Stan's a great guy.
I actually saw him out at the Heritage, RBC Heritage this year. So yeah, he's very, very prominent in this area.
One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. His wife Margie, terrific person.
That one going to be on the outside for strike 2. So quick 1-2 count to Sam Smith.
Just a reminder of why we're talking about Stan Smith. Sam Smith is batting. Oh, I love calling baseball.
This foul to stay alive, Smith.
Baseball leaves you a lot of leeway to go off on tangents.
Definitely a good talking sport. Settle in here. That'll be right through the hole. So it's going to put runners on first and second here for North Carolina. Brings up the pitcher, Julius Goolsby.
Nice piece of hitting by Smith. Hooked it through the 5-6 hole. Was out front a little bit, but able to get the barrel around it. Find a hole with Blancett shooting towards second with the runner on first. He's able to get it through.
Well placed like a Stan Smith backing.
That's right. Here's the big man Goolsby. He can help with his own cause here. Got some levers.
That was foul.
Big, tall kid. He's got some serious torque there. He was just a little bit tardy on that one.
Wings through that one. So
Got a wave and a breaker in the dirt.
North Carolina here in the blue tops with the Tar Heel blue lettering on it. And got to imagine some of the kids on this team are Duke or NC State fans, probably not completely happy with the design. But
Yeah, I could see that. Right at the right fielder.
call it, and that's when he might have the runner and just got back. That was close.
Yeah, runner was going and had to scramble home. Goolsby got a lot of that one, but right at the right fielder, Clark really didn't have to take but a step or two to put himself in position.
Steven Stone now steps in. Shortstop.
Check swing and on his hands.
Hattiesburg in the white uniform with the black and gold trim, similar to the Southern Miss Eagles of their hometown.
Yep. And I'd imagine there's some Ole Miss and Mississippi State fans on that team as well, but not as many. I think they're mostly Southern Miss people.
Not too much of a rivalry between big Ole Miss and Mississippi State and the Southern Miss Eagles.
Yeah, if you live in Hattiesburg, you can probably be a fan of Southern Miss and one or the other, right? Whichever one your family's a fan of, I think.
Similar to
Like
Coastal Carolina fans here. Yeah.
Trying him. Oh, no. BJ didn't get over to cover the bag.
So that'll be runners on second and third now. Scoring position here with 2 outs.
Looked like they had a shot at him, but catcher looked and didn't see EJ and double pumps.
Good take out there low for ball 2. So 2-2 count with 2 outs. Runners in scoring position for Mississippi. For North Carolina.
Both teams have had traffic here in the first inning. Mississippi couldn't cash in. Big spot for North Carolina.
Cardi gets,
He got a little bit.
Got a tip on it.
Just enough.
Way to battle and stay alive there.
That was a good break and fit away.
Look in here. Good eye. Watches that one outside from
Tough take.
all 3.
Tough take on a good pitch.
Been impressed with a lot of these young batters with their plate discipline.
Most of them have played a lot of baseball by this point in their lives. That's a strike.
Yeah, strike 3, and he's a little frustrated himself for that. So North Carolina going to strand 2 here. We'll head to the top of the second. All knotted up, 0-0 so far. Here, the DBB World Series in South Carolina.
Make sure to check out Festive Buford, your exclusive ticket to all the excitement happening across Buford County. Join us as we explore vibrant events that bring our community together. From local flavors at seafood festivals to creativity at art shows, Festive Buford celebrates the heart and soul of our community. Don't miss the stories behind these events that make Buford County shine. Tune in and discover why Buford County is the place for every occasion. Festive Buford is where the spirit of our community comes alive. Find episodes of Festive Buford on BCTV, on the BCTV YouTube channel, and on the BCTV app.
Thank you for watching the DBB World Series, brought to you by Miss Chelsea McPeak, local owner of Jimmy John's in Buford. Enjoy gourmet sandwiches and wraps from our freaky fresh menu. Order online for delivery or pick up from a Jimmy John's near you.
What's going on, everybody? I hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am. My name is Javon Livingston, founder of Buford County, and we're looking for sponsors for our live streams. We're going to be broadcasting Buford High sports all year long. So you name it, football, volleyball, basketball, softball, baseball, all right here on Buford's Own. And we're looking for sponsors. So send us an email at info@Buford'sOwn.com.
Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series, brought to you by Bojangles on Robert Smalls Parkway in Buford. Bojangles, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows Buford. It's Bo time.
What y'all got today? You on Bay?
Yes, sir.
And we're back now. DBB baseball. EJ Cox leading things off. That's going to be high inside.
This is how you want to face Mr. Cox. Nobody on, leading up the inning. I mean, nobody on 2 outs would be even better, but.
Oh, man, that's going deep.
Good.
See you later. Third home run of this tournament for Mr. EJ Cox. That'll be a 1-0 lead for Hattiesburg. Man, and he flexes as he comes around the bag. Look at this. Wow. And EJ Cox, just an absolute superstar for this Mississippi.
Evan Christian is just standing in front of the press box staring at us.
This kid is incredible. EJ Cox.
EJ Cox. He did not put on a show for me last night. First time I got to see him, he went over 3. He made up for it in a big way right there. That's why you want to face him with nobody on.
Worth the price of admission here today,
Good.
I'll tell you that.
That is a grown man. The hype of EJ Cox reached me before I even got here to see him, because one of my friends told me that one of the umpires here told him he would be the best high school hitter in the area right now. And now I see what they were talking about.
Yeah.
That's big man, grown man power.
Early on, since that one out some left field. That one sent out on charge that we go to right center, caught by the outfielder.
Willoughby ranging over there. Take that away in the gap. Big time play.
Great play on the run by Willoughby. Brings up number 18, Max McDaniel.
Daniel now the batter. 1 out for Mississippi.
Waylon Willoughby is a great name, by the way.
Very good.
Waylon Willoughby.
Waylon Willoughby.
Mama tried.
Looks like they're going to be out there retrieving that ball for EJ Cox, and
Yeah.
he'll hang on to that one for a while. Especially if Mississippi ends up going to this championship.
Gonna have an old trunk full of more home run balls than most coaches have in the bucket.
That'll be on the outside corner. Good placement by Goolsby. 1-1 count. Over there.
I suspect we'll see EJ Cox somewhere down the road. I'm not sure it'll be as a baseball player, because I have a hunch that guy's a pretty good football player too.
He probably has the talent there as well.
It reminds me of the first DBB World Series I covered was in Bluffton back in, I don't know when, 2006, 2007, something like that. And there was a young man, Hegden. There was a young man from Petal, Mississippi, by the name of Anthony Alford, who was, much like EJ here, a man among boys. And we all said, that's what a professional athlete looks like when you're 13. And we tracked him. And he went on and played football at Southern Miss. After he was drafted by the Toronto Blue Jays, they allowed him to sign and then go play football. When he was done playing football, he went to the camp and he made it to the Bigs. So wow. EJ Cox, I would suspect we'll hear his name again somewhere down the road.
Definitely a kid we will hear a lot from. 0-1 count now. Dalen Moore, the second baseman up the bat, he watches. Strike two going.
Dalen was huge last night for Hattiesburg. He came on to pinch hit, roped a double into left field, scored the game, and he got into another one. Dalen Moore.
That's going to be another one. That's a 2-run bomb for Dalen Moore. He said, hey, Mr. Cox, I can hit too.
Homer, it's a bat on Dalen Moore, makes it 3-0.
Man, and this power from this Mississippi team putting on the show.
Lead here in the top of the second.
Wow. Last night we remarked on how great they were pitching. Today it's been an offensive explosion.
And it's from the 6th and the 9th hole in the order. I mean, that is just incredible. The depth of this lineup.
Your leadoff guy, Bentley Blancett, coming in. See what he can do. Man, that's another one that's going to land almost in the exact same spot EJ Cox's homer landed.
I have a feeling there's not a whole lot of arms on the shelf at this point in the tournament for Lumberton.
That one high. Toward the first baseman. Second baseman going to come on.
Nice
play. Comes down with it.
He does a great job of tracking that ball. He's played a lot of second base, you can tell. Because that pop up over the first baseman's head, the only guy who really has a shot at it is the second baseman. They don't get on their horse early. They're not going to have a shot either. But he does a great job of reading it and tracking it and getting to the spot.
So Josh McCarty, the pitcher, he's got to like what he's seen so far from his teammates. As he smokes that one past the third baseman, he'll be on. Looks like he'll have a single with that. One pitch, ripped it right through the third base side gap.
You know, McCarty's feeling good now. He gets to go back to the mound with a big lead. Pound the zone, let his defense play.
First baseman Beckett Johnson, up another player on this Mississippi team that we think has a bright future.
Absolutely. On the mound for sure, but we've seen him swinging the bat well. You know, the two-way player is becoming the new inefficiency that can be exploited. And Johnson looks the part, like a guy who can contribute with the bat, play the field, but also be an ace on the mound.
That one's high. It's going to be chased by the shortstop. And it'll get between them. But they may have the third. No, he slid in. Just beat the throw.
That'll drive you nuts as a coach. That ball's in the air way too long to get down. But it's just perfectly placed in no man's land. Jones was playing pretty deep with the 3-hitter up and had a long way to go.
2 outs here.
Pitcher on third, Colton Scott.
Colton Scott, the courtesy runner, all the way over there at third. Sent right behind him. Strike one.
That fastball had some serious arm side run on it. He's got a live arm, but they've been able to square him up a couple of times here.
We'll be here with again, going to check that runner dancing at third. That's going to be outside ball one.
The Mississippi team can score in bunches.
Side again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Colton Scott, the courtesy runner. Speedy little guy. Got the pants pulled up way over the knees.
Oh, yeah, he does. Not a fan of that one. If you're going to go with the pants over the knee, I'd like you to take the socks up above the top of the pants.
That is usually when you see that, you see them at least have the Under Armour leggings or something like that under. But
I mean, it's possible that he's had a big growth spurt, the last few months. But now we've got a couple of those on our team that like to wear it like that, and then relentlessly mock them because trying to teach them a better way. Cover your knees. That's the whole point.
It's like what you might say a defensive back in football there.
Yeah, so
all three. So 3-2 count full here. Gouldsby trying to get out of this inning after a couple of home runs.
I'm also firmly in the anti-sliding mitt camp. Too many missed signs on account of putting on sliding mitts and then sliding with the other hand or feet first.
That'll be a walk, so base is now loaded here.
Walk, load the bases.
That is interesting that you're anti-sliding mitt because that's a very popular thing.
Very popular, and it drives me insane. You shouldn't have to take off an entire coat of armor and put on a new one when you get to first base.
Up to bat now, Brazen Clark, the right fielder, and on deck is going to be E.J. Cox. So, see if we can see him for the second time this inning. Going through that first one, strike one.
Remember, you never saw a sliding mitt until about 5 years ago.
Oh,
even in the majors.
It was something I was kind of shocked to see it recently come out.
It only came out because somebody tried to come back with a broken hand, and so they needed to protect their broken hand. It was not a preventative device. It was a protective device.
Yeah, when I played baseball as a kid, we had the batting gloves and the regular glove, and that was it. Now these kids have all kinds of different equipment. And
I mean, the elbow guard, I get it. But I can't swing a bat with one, so I don't know how they do that. And then, but the leg guard, nah.
Elbow guard, I feel like popularized with Barry Bonds.
Definitely, yeah. Craig Biggio,
yeah.
Famous elbow guarder.
Oh, and that did seem.
That's why I'm okay with the elbow guard.
And that's going to send everybody up 80 feet here. And Brazen Clark gives a little eat motion to his teammates. And now E.J. Cox back up here.
Because I'm just glad that Brazen's elbow is not shattered, so I'm okay with the elbow guard.
Looks like we may see a pitching change here.
Gouldsby might have looked into the dugout and said, I don't want to face this guy again. I already had to do that once this inning. I don't want to do it again.
And then the coach over there having a little conversation with E.J. Cox, and you can tell E.J. is dialed in.
E.J. Cox looks like a future defensive end in the SEC to me.
Yeah, I think this is a kid you could see playing maybe at Ole Miss or Mississippi State.
Yeah. Sure, Tennessee and Alabama and everybody else will come.
Everybody's going to take a visit to Hattiesburg, Mississippi to talk with him.
Generally, when the SEC starts offering, they all come around to pay homage, try to stay in the game.
Now it looks like we will have a pitching change.
49 pitches.
Third baseman Tyner.
So Dalton Tyner moves from third to pitcher.
Lumberton, Carolina, number 21. Dalton Tyner.
See what we have here.
Looks like Gouldsby's in left.
Gouldsby, they can go out to the outfield.
Jones has gone to right, I think. Maybe not. No, that might be. They might have subbed Jones out. Well, Jones is on the infield now. Third base, probably.
While we got a minute, we want to thank our friends at Chick-fil-A in Buford, Mr. Seth Scarpa, local owner of Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. And I'll tell you, this morning we had them for the early games, and they do great work with the chicken biscuit as well.
Oh, yes. The chicken biscuit. Very good. I'm a big fan of the Chick-fil-A sauce.
It's very good sauce. Yeah, in fact,
I
you
keep
can now,
that in my
you
refrigerator.
can now get it in
Yeah.
stores in the big bottle.
Yeah, I keep that in my refrigerator. Goes on everything.
A Polynesian sauce also.
Oh yeah,
Change your face.
absolutely.
Talking about football, I know many college game days began for me with getting up and getting a Chick-fil-A biscuit before heading over to tailgate and enjoy the full day.
Absolutely. They got mac and cheese now.
Mac and cheese, yeah.
I'll reinvent the wheel.
Bases loaded and 2 out. Up next for Mississippi, number 11, E.J. Cox.
All right. Twice in one inning, we're treated to the delight of E.J. Cox.
4-0 count. 4-0 lead here for
Evan
Mississippi.
Christian's already looking up here. He's waiting to see if he's going to have to go get another home run ball.
He might as well go and start walking that way.
Might as well, right? Save yourself a
Outside,
few
just outside, ball one. Can't really pitch around EJ because he got nowhere to put him.
No. He's already hit one grand slam in this tournament.
Outside, ball two.
Was that against them? Did he hit the grand slam?
You know, it may have been. I don't believe I had that game, but I think that was correct.
So they've seen this movie before a couple of times.
That'll be outside. 3 straight balls they're going to throw over to first. I think I can recall Barry Bonds once getting intentionally walked with the bases loaded.
Yes.
That's kind of the feeling you
Has
almost get here.
I mean, it's probably the best value proposition, honestly. Odds of him doing less damage than that are pretty slim.
EJ Cox standing in the plate, kind of resting on his bat. And this kid is something else. Sells in 3-0 count. That will be right down the middle, strike one, and I think he's
Surprised he didn't have the green light.
I think the coach was saying you got to take that. But yeah, I would have probably had the green light on for him on that one
I
as
think
well.
could have hit that one a long ways.
He's gonna get walked, so that will walk in another run.
Giving us a hard 80 down there too. Hey man, you know what? There are probably people out here this week who are rubbed the wrong way by some of that, the unwritten rules or whatever. But I see an overgrown kid having fun. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. You're supposed to have fun playing the game, and
Well, sometimes we look at a guy like that and we want to attribute adulthood to him because of the way his body looks. But he's a 13-year-old kid just like the rest of them.
absolutely.
And I see a kid out there having a good time.
1-0 count now to it's like
Gabe McCrary should be.
Gabe McCrary up, the pitcher.
The DH.
DH.
McCarty and McCrary, different people. I learned that earlier today.
Artie McCrary.
Not back to back, 6 and 9 also.
Outside, that'll be ball two. So 2-1 count here. DH Gabe McCrary.
Been quite an inning for Hattiesburg.
That's inside Kane play. Oh, I got a piece of him.
Oh boy.
Another guy with that elbow guard, kind of able to lean in over the plate. That's going to be the 6th run here. Feel like at this point in the tournament, tough sledding for the pitching staff here for Lumberton.
Yeah, I just don't think there's anybody else at this point. You know, it's just you've played a lot of games.
Max McDaniel now. That one in there for a strike.
I mean, it's one of those things you go into it knowing how much pitching you have, and you know when you're out, and there's not much you can do about it.
Now he shot right back to the pitcher, and that will get him out of the inning, but not before Mississippi does some damage. Mississippi leads 6-0 here. So we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning against Lumberton, North Carolina, here on Buford County TV.
I messed up.
Hey, Loco sports fans. The Loco Sports Lowdown is your ticket to staying in the know about the latest local sports news, insight, and analysis from around the Lowcountry. Tune in live or stream on demand on the Loco Media Network on YouTube.
Thank you for watching the DBB World Series. DBB offering youth baseball for over 65 years.
The Loco Media Network is the place to keep up with local sports news across the South Carolina Lowcountry and subscribe to all your favorite shows. From the Loco Sports Lowdown and Loco Pigskin Live to the Loco Hoops Report and USCB All Access. Plus new shows like Red's Barbershop and Under the Bus, featuring hilarious banter on the biggest stories in sports. Find them all on the Loco Media YouTube channel. Go Loco!
Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series on Buford County Television. Watch your local government and community in action on Buford County Television.
No.
Mason Jones leading things off as North Carolina looks to cut into this lead right over, and that's going to get by EJ Cox.
I think EJ is sort of a man without a position right now. He's trying to figure out where he fits on defense. He's so big and bulky, it's hard for him to get down to a ground ball.
Probably a kid as he gets older, you may see
First
play.
base.
First base, maybe stick him in the outfield.
Yeah, right field.
Maybe designated
First
hitter.
base. Yeah. Again, I think he's a football player.
Football is
long-term,
probably.
but we'll see.
That's going to get away.
But the
from
man can hit.
The 2-0 count here with runner second, Mason Jones, the outfielder for Lumberton, North Carolina.
Imagine he can hold it down in the post on the basketball court.
He probably can too, yeah. Probably there's not much he can't do.
Or if he wanted to be a state champion wrestler, I'm pretty sure he could do that too.
Then over toward field 3. That's Shackelford. Trying to do something here for this North Carolina team. A set right over, caught by the first baseman, and there they're going to get time. Yes, that's a double play.
Wow.
And we've been talking a lot about this Mississippi offense today, but that defense we saw last night, they're solid. They are just a solid, all well-rounded baseball.
2 out for North Carolina brings up number 26, Luke Lowry.
Luke Lowry up here to bat for Lumberton. Sends that one off behind us toward field 3. Inside ball.
Called it.
Oh, no, they're going to call that strike. Wow.
Lowry was incredulous. I agree.
Crary painting the corner there. Chop. That's going to get through the
Nice
hole.
piece.
Oh, but they got it. They might have him. Oh, no. Throw's going to get away from the first baseman. Man.
Don't see much of that at the on the 80-foot bases. The 90-foot bases this age, you'll see it a lot, but you don't see it a lot on 80 feet. Aggressive play.
Very aggressive. Not
2 out single for Lowry brings up number 3, Wayland Willow Beasley.
Bryson Clark kind of was playing a little shallow there and almost paid off for him.
I mean, you got to bust it to first base, no matter what.
It's going to be back-to-back base hits here for this Lumberton team.
And that double play really took the wind out of their sails, but now 2 back-to-back hits, and you're wondering about what might have been, right?
Absolutely. They would be
at the top of the order coming up.
Have some runs in to cut into this big 6-0 lead. Josiah Britt, the leadoff man, now coming up.
They're not out of this game. They've had a lot of traffic against McCarty. They're getting people on base. They've got 4 hits already in the game, so there's some juice in the offense here. They just got to chip away. It's a long game.
Josiah Britt now going to take a second to tie his shoes. We got a second. Want to thank our friends over at Loco Sports, the #1 source for online sports. Y'all been a great partner to work with during this tournament.
Appreciate you. It's always a pleasure. It's great to see all the different media organizations that cover the county and support the county coming together and putting our best foot forward to do the best job we can do together.
It's been a great job, and I look forward to listening to Loco's podcast, especially in football season coming up here.
Heck yeah. Friday nights are always fun. We'll be live after the games, recapping all the results.
That's going to get by EJ Cox.
Better effort that time by EJ, but that was just well placed. That's a base hit all day, 5-6 hole.
And just like that, we got bases loaded. 2 outs here for Landon Ransom, the first baseman in North Carolina. We're about, a week or so away from the first jamborees of high school football, right?
Yeah, not long. We're about 3 weeks out from playing games, 3 weeks from Friday, I think. We'll have WHHI High School Football Media Day on Thursday over at FWDG Furniture in Buford and get to go talk to all the coaches and start setting the stage for the soap opera that is Loco High School football.
Such a great football community. Last year was my first time being around Buford County High School football.
Baseball is good too.
Obviously, been around high school football in other places, but it was very, very impressed with what all happens in this county.
Oh, nice breaker.
Inside on the strike, too.
Yeah, it's a good time. Got a lot of characters involved. And we have BJ Payne, the head football coach at Hilton Head High, who's a former WWE wrestler. Yeah. We have some of the most. Ron Peduzzi at Hilton Head Christian is a stereotypical Marine turned football coach from PA. And, we got all kinds of characters. Jerry Hatcher at Whale Branch, my goodness. I shouldn't even bring out my Jerry Hatcher impression. But
swing and a miss, strike 3. So North Carolina will threaten, but nothing doing here as we head to the top of the third. Mississippi leads 6-0 here on BCTV.
Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series, brought to you by Local's Restaurant, Convenience, and Specialty Store on Possum Hill Road in Buford.
Emergency vehicles are everywhere. Do you know what to do when you hear their sirens? Pull over and put your blinkers on, move safely to the side of the road and let them pass. If you aren't able to pull over, please slow down. Pay attention to traffic and try not to rubberneck. Keep all your attention on the traffic around you. More people are on the roads driving to work, school, or the beach, and just living their lives. Our first responders, fire, police, and EMS save lives every day. We need to help them do their jobs safely, and at the end of the day, we'll all go home to our families.
Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series, brought to you by visitbuford.com. Live, work, and play in beautiful Buford, South Carolina.
Hi, I'm Jake Higgins, and we want to welcome you to an iconic American tradition, the Highway 21 Drive-In Theater. Family fun at its best, offering new release movies while providing great food and lifelong memories. We have 3 huge screens and have been voted one of the top 10 drive-ins in America. Come out this week for family fun, great food, current movies, and experiences that will last forever. The Highway 21 Drive-In. Visit us online or Facebook for the latest features.
Looking for a great career?
We are back here, DBB World Series action, day 5, and Mississippi leads North Carolina 6-0, Dalen Moore, the second baseman, going to lead things off here from Mississippi. And it's off the third.
Last two swings we've seen him take were a nice rope double down the left field line last night to start a rally, and then a 2-run bomb here in that big second inning.
And he took another big cut at that one, but it just be missed.
He's a dead pull hitter. I would pitch him away, away, away.
Oh, the inside, ball one. Inside, over his head for ball two.
Very important. North Carolina to put up a 0 here and keep themselves within striking distance. Again, they've already had a number of hits. They've had a lot of traffic on the bases. They just haven't cashed in. And we're to the point in the tournament where that pitching depth really gets tested. They can get McCarty out of the game and see who Hattiesburg has in the bullpen. They can get back in.
3-1 count now. It's a Moore. That'll be inside. So ball four, leadoff walk for Dylan Moore.
Four brings up number 23. Blanchett.
So you got the leadoff hitter on. Bentley Blanchett, the shortstop. One on, no outs here. Wind moving from our right to our left.
Moore's got good wheels over there. There he goes.
The bunt, that'll be a well
beautiful.
Bunt.
That's
just got him.
Nice pick, but that's
Moore is going to end up all the way at third. Really aggressive base running, something this Mississippi team loves to do. So that brings up the pitcher, Josh McCarty.
That was beautifully executed. You give the bunt sign, you give the steal sign. Moore takes off. He's head up all the way. If the third baseman crashes on the bunt, he's going straight to third and executed beautifully.
I will say, great grab by the first baseman.
Excellent pick.
He kept his foot on the bag, and I thought he was definitely going to be pulled off.
I thought that was, at worst, going to pull him off and possibly get into right field, but a great play by Ransom.
So 0-1 count to McCarty. It sends this chopper out to short. They're probably going to take it to first. Another good play at first, but I'll score the 7th run of the game for Mississippi.
And that's just beautiful run manufacturing right there. Get him on, get him over, get him in.
Now, first baseman Beckett Johnson coming up here to bat.
Johnson. Nobody on 2 out.
Beckett Johnson watches strike one on the outside corner. Outside ball one.
Beckett Johnson already has a walk, a single, and scored a run.
Fouls that one off over our heads.
And a stolen base. Stat sheet stuffer.
Kid can do a little bit of everything.
Wonder how his arm's feeling today. He didn't throw that many pitches, though. I mean, relatively speaking.
He'll swing through that one, strike three, so that'll do it. But Mississippi tacks on another run. Here's they lead 7-0, heading to the bottom of the third here at DBB World Series in Buford, South Carolina.
Looking for a great career opportunity? Buford County, South Carolina has several job openings in areas that will match your skill set. We're looking for emergency medical professionals, detention center officers, stormwater and ground crews, aircraft mechanics, alcohol and drug specialists, medical professionals, IT specialists, library assistants, bus drivers, and much more. Buford County offers competitive salaries, best-in-class benefits, and a positive work environment. Apply today at BufordCountySC.gov.
Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series, brought to you by WHHI Television. WHHI News, the #1 news leader in Beaufort, Hampton, and Jasper counties in South Carolina. Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series, brought to you by Loco Sports, your #1 online source for sports news in the South Carolina Lowcountry. Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series, brought to you by Buford County, South Carolina Parks and Recreation. Come rise with us.
And Sam Smith going to smoke this one out. That's going to get over the outfielder's head and roll all the way to the wall. Sam going to chug it along to second. He'll stop there. So leadoff double for Sam Smith here in the bottom of the third.
And with the behind the head Sally telling the outfielders to back up. A good swing on that. Don't feed them. Don't feed them.
1-0 count now to Goolsby.
These are all quality baseball teams.
You don't make it this far by being good. So.
I mean, you didn't get here at all if you couldn't play. And you certainly didn't make it to possibly the last day of the tournament if you can't play a little bit. So.
And all the states represented here are states with great baseball traditions.
Yeah, as good as it gets, man. I mean, I'd love to see what it would look like if the Southeast states were all playing Little League, what those Little League World Series would look like, because I think we'd dominate.
I think the Southeast would too. It's a place that loves baseball and just has talent like no other.
I'm sorry to say the LL word on this DBB stream, but you know, I mean, that's kind of the frame of reference the rest of the country has, and they don't really get to see the Southeast's best foot forward when it comes to the Little League World Series, because the vast majority of kids in the Southeast aren't playing Little League. They're playing Diamond Youth Baseball now. But I guarantee you the DBB World Series champ could go up against the Little League World Series champ any day of the week.
Pound for pound, this is probably the best tournament youth baseball you're going to see.
Well, the other thing is Diamond Youth they play ozone. They play real baseball at the 12U level, which Little League World Series has closed bases, shorter mound distance, shorter bases. So it's just a different game.
Once that one, that's a beauty. And everybody's going to be safe there.
That is so good.
So now bases loaded, and North Carolina trying to see if they can push something across the board here.
Jones had a single his first time up. He can swing it. He's
definitely feels like a kid who could do some damage here with bases loaded. No outs.
Speed barrels one. He's got some pop in that bat. He swings hard. Big, strong kid. Had a couple of ropes yesterday against Buford County. Got EJ drawn in at third. They're in at the corners. And try to cut down the run at the plate. Playing back for a double play up the middle.
That's going to get through the hole. That's going to be at least one. They're going to send the runner. He's going to get
That's a good hold right there, because that was on a line from Clark. Through a BB. Has Clark pitched yet? That's an arm out there.
That is an arm, yeah. I'm interested to see what he's got, because he's got a strong arm there. Matt Shackelford up. Bases loaded. Still no outs here. It's North Carolina finally on the board. He's going to chop this one up to the pitcher. He's going to get the lead runner.
Oh, man, you got to go one there. That's a double play all day. Throw it inside. They get one out there, but an opportunity for two. Now, North Carolina needs to take advantage of this opportunity they've been presented.
That's going to be another run here for North Carolina. So they cut this lead 7-2.
Tough thing. The pitcher, McCarty, was upset with his catcher for not getting a double play out of that comebacker. Saw the body language and maybe just not focused enough on that next pitch. So important that you leave what's in the past and make the next play.
That's going to be shot, and that's going to get short. Gets the runner second. That's going to get away from the
Could have eaten that though.
First baseman, but he had him. Got him first. 7-3 will be the final on this inning. So, hey, good inning for North Carolina. Still left a lot of meat on the bone, and Mississippi going to hold this 7-3 lead as we head to the top of the fourth inning.
The beautiful Buford County Passive Parks are your natural outdoor getaway. Our accessible, nature-based outdoor recreation is perfect for hiking, biking, enjoying wildlife, nature studies, family picnics, relaxing, and more. Experience the feels and sounds of nature at the Buford County Passive Parks. Visit our website for park locations and more information.
Thank you for watching, and congratulations to the teams that made it to the 2024 DBB World Series. We hope you are enjoying beautiful Buford County, South Carolina.
And we return here, DBB World Series. North Carolina cuts into that 7-3 lead. And a lot of excitement here. And here in the top of the fourth, see what Mississippi can do. They giving up it was pretty good for North Carolina. Probably would have wished they could have gotten more, but
Yeah, that was huge though. They needed to get on the board and start chipping away at it. And just need to put up a zero. That's been tough to do, and they're going to have to go through a tough part of the order with Hinton, Clark, and Cox coming up.
Ian Hinton, the leadoff man for this inning.
He's walked twice.
That's pretty
interested in walking this down.
Oh, gonna get it.
Willowsby nearly ran it down.
Ian gonna end up at second with a stand-up double.
Beautiful swing by Ian Hinton.
Ooh, and we just got a foul ball almost.
Staying up the middle and driving it to the gap. Saw Willowsby make a great play going the other way earlier, and he almost tracked that one down.
Grayson Clark, the right fielder, up to bat. Side ball one.
11 or whatever. Yeah, it is.
Big swing and a miss for strike one.
Clark looks like a dude. He's a big, strong dude. Saw the arm from right field.
Grayson Clark. 1-1 count. Still no outs here in this inning.
You see that on the
Ooh. Is that
Running on that thing.
Took it over toward field one.
It's a good pitch, actually, by Tyner, because he got it in enough that in order to hit it, he's got to be so far out front. He's either going to hit a foul or get jammed.
But Braxton Jensen with a 2-run double.
So 2-2 count now to Brazen Clark.
Hattiesburg banging them up on the other field.
A lot of fireworks today here in these games. He'll be inside ball 3. So Clark's got himself a full count here.
Don't want to walk him. You know who's next.
Yeah. And just what you didn't want to do. And Dalton Tyner a little upset with that call. He seemed to.
Yeah, I thought it was out.
Brings up number 11, EJ.
I thought it was out. I mean, it was a good pitch, but didn't chase.
So EJ Cox comes up to the bat now. EJ on a step out. Holds that bat high above his head.
All the way
And that's going to be hit the other way, foul.
Kind of a half-hearted swing that time, a little late. When he steps into one and puts the barrel on it, it's something to see.
EJ Cox, of course, got things going from Mississippi with that big home run early today. Third of the tournament.
I believe he's got 16 RBIs now. 5 games. Chance for 3 more right here.
EJ settling in. Tyner with the pitch. That's going to be outside. Fires over, tries to get the runner at first, but he's going to be back in time. 1-1 count to EJ Cox. That's going to be high.
Heads up on the other field. EJ hit a pop-up last night to shallow right field that would have been a home run in an elevator shaft. Been way up there for a long time.
Outside, EJ. Good eye on that one. 2 on. No outs for EJ.
We talked about
Walk ain't the worst thing here.
No. Ooh, swing and a miss for
That's
EJ.
better. Surprised we didn't get a sword on that one. Sheath the sword after that. That's worthy of it. Strike that guy out, you're doing something.
So that will bring up the designated hitter, Gabe McCrary.
Gabe McCrary.
Look in here.
He didn't let us know anything.
Outside for ball 1.
Spoiler alert, I've been informed that New Zealand has won the women's rugby sevens at the Olympics. What do they call them? The Lady All Blacks or something?
Yes.
The Black Crows? Black Ferns.
Gets away from the second baseman. That's going to be at least one probably. He slides in. We got runners at the corners. A little bit of a collision there.
Ian Hinton got a face full of Josiah Britt's knee off the plate.
He will take that. Now 8-3.
Max McDaniel.
Max McDaniel, the left fielder, coming up now with One out, runners at the corners. Outside, all ones.
See if they get the runner going here. Trying to put on a first and third play. A lot of different things you can do there. One of my favorite situations, especially at this age where the base running is still a little more variable, so to speak. First and thirds bring a lot of different strategy into play.
So many things that can happen here. 2-0 to Max McDaniel.
Good pitch.
No, not in the right spot. No, I got you. That's the only thing you need.
2-1 here.
No, we don't, like us, we don't call the game. That's what I got.
Checks over to run.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Checks that runner over back to first. So 2-1 count here as Max McDaniel trying to add to this big Mississippi lead. Be high and the ball
3, so 3-1 count now. That's going to be sent out to center. Call. Good catch.
Nice playing right by
There's going to be a tag up. He's in there easily, so 9-3.
Nice play out and right by Shackelford.
Great
Tough
catch.
play.
That fly to right field.
Wasn't able to set himself up to make a quick, strong throw, though. Had to get himself into position after making that almost sliding catch and didn't have time with a pretty good runner out there in Clark.
So Dalen Moore, the 9-hole hitter coming up, and that's the kid we saw go deep earlier in this game.
2 huge runs already for Mississippi. Answering that 3 spot.
1-0 the count.
Going to keep the pressure on because no lead is safe. Won the state championship, made it to Laurel, Mississippi. We stayed in Hattiesburg. Went to the zoo. They got a great zoo there. Got zip lines and ropes courses and cool stuff.
So a lot of great stuff going on in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Yeah, there's a great little record store / cafe that we went to a couple of times. Wasn't bad. It was hot, terribly hot this time.
Very hot in that Mississippi area.
Yeah, this time of year, pretty rough.
Oh, dude. Strike 2, so full count now.
Yeah.
Pretty great for these kids that play DB baseball that they get to travel to all these different places.
Heck yeah.
Seeing a lot of the Southeast before they get to high school. Outside, all 4.
Oh, my God. That from the new? Yeah. He plays the Islands. He's got it was a beat back in the day.
So it looks like we're going to get ourselves possibly another pitching change here.
Yeah. Turner having a hard time finding the zone. At least going to have a talk about it, see how he feels.
Yep. While we got a second here, I want to thank our friends over at Jimmy John's. A big thank you to Miss Chelsea, a local owner at Jimmy John's in Buford. Enjoy gourmet sandwiches and wraps from our freaky fresh menu. Online ordering for delivery or pick up from a Jimmy John's near you. They fed us last night.
Yeah.
Great
Good
sandwiches.
stuff. I like that triple chocolate cookie myself. That was
Very good.
quite tasty.
It looks like Tyner maybe staying in here.
2 men on, 2 men out. Brings up number 23, Bentley Blansett.
So plan set.
Possible that conversation went a little like, hey, buddy, there's nobody else.
You got 1 out here in the inning. It's got to get Blansett, the leadoff man. That's in. Chopped out past the mound. That's going to be a tough play.
Yeah,
He's
Blanton's
safe.
too fast.
Hmm.
He did everything he could do, but once he got past the pitchers, man, and rolling that slowly, you're going to have a hard time throwing Blanchett out.
Especially with, yeah, a kid that fast, you're just, I mean, you got to be on that to get it.
Load the bases for number 27, Josh.
Smith did everything he could, but he's playing back on the grass, trying to give himself range, and just had to come too far.
The pitcher, McCarty, he's going to take this one outside. Gets back to the backstop, but Gabe McCrary not going to try to advance.
Probably a good decision. Ball was just kind of trickling away.
Tyner gets back on the mound here. 3 lead for Mississippi, looking to add more. Inside. Almost got him. So the 2-0 count.
Good get away here. Really need to buckle down and get out of this jam.
Prairie sends that one high deep.
Willowsby
caught a center fielder, so that will end the inning in the first half of the inning. We're back to bottom 4th inning here. Mississippi still leads 9-3 over Lumberton, North Carolina here on Buford County TV.
The Loco Media Network is the place to keep up with local sports news across the South Carolina Lowcountry and subscribe to all your favorite shows. From the Loco Sports Lowdown and Loco Pigskin Live to the Loco Hoops Report and USCB All Access. Plus new shows like Red's Barbershop, where NYC and Syracuse hoops legend Tony Red Bruin opens up his Rolodex and talks hoops with stars past and present, like Sam Perkins and Jay Billis. And Under the Bus, featuring hilarious banter on the biggest stories in sports from Hall of Fame sports writer Curry Kirkpatrick, former ESPN SportsCenter anchor Bob Stevens, and legendary Hilton Head Prep basketball coach Rich Basirico. Find them all on the Loco Media YouTube channel or at locosports.com. Go Loco!
We're back here at Buford County Television, showing the DBB 2024 World Series, and we've got a new pitcher in for Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The shortstop, Bentley Blanchett, going to move over onto the mound. Josh McCarty's day is done with 47 pitches. Blanchett warming up right now as we've got a moment before Josiah Britt steps into the box from North Carolina. I want to give a shout out to our friends at Bojangles on Boundary Street in Buford. Bojangles on Robert Smalls Parkway in Buford. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows Buford. It's Bo time. Also want to thank our friends at Buford's Own Media, the ultimate in Buford County live game coverage. And WHA5 News, the #1 news leader in Buford, Hampton, and Jasper counties. Download the free app and stay informed on all things Lowcountry with the WHHI app, available on all major streaming services. So now, Josiah Britt will be the first batter faced by Bentley Blanchett.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for North Carolina, number 7.
Josiah Britt, the catcher, wearing his sleeves rolled up. Hot out there, so probably helps keep cool. And he smokes that one over the shortstop's head. That will be a single. Josiah gonna stop there. Lumberton, North Carolina continues to hit the ball well. Only able to find 3 runs here. They still have the talent. And that's going to be Landon Ransom up to bat now. Beautiful day here in Buford, South Carolina, Burton Wells Park. First one for a strike as we watch the new pitcher here, Bentley Blansett.
Blansett on the mound. I know he pitched. He closed one out earlier in the tournament.
Send one high out to outfield, and he'll come down with it. So 1 away for Bentley Blansett.
How'd Brett reach while I was?
He smoked one right through the hole there between second and short, and got himself a nice single. So Sam Smith coming up now, the second baseman for North Carolina. We're going to see little hit and run actions that hit out to E.J. Cox. He's just he's going to airmail that way over his first baseman's head.
Don Dunstan style.
And that everybody's going to hold up after advancing one bag, but all of a sudden, runners in scoring position with 1 out here for North Carolina.
Yeah, EJ.
Trying to get back in.
Let that one rip.
It's like EJ, he had a little trouble filling it.
Yeah.
Just got panicked. And
He booted it, so he had to speed himself up.
Steven Stone coming up now to bat. 2 outs here for North Carolina. Steven Stone watching that first one for strike 1. Bentley Blansett doing a pretty good job so far here. Man on third, Sam Smith going to take his lead.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the right play by Cox. They're going to first with it, playing for outs with a big lead. You don't want to set up a big inning.
That's going to be some trouble. Shallow right field. It's going to fall. That'll be a base hit. So Sam Smith will score.
Nice piece of hitting by Steven Stone. Just hitting it where it's pitched. Stayed on that pitch on the outer half. Drove it to right center.
Number 12, Mason Jones.
No quitting this Lumberton team. These Lumberton boys came to play, and they're going to fight to the finish.
And all of a sudden, this is looking like a whole new ball game. Mason Stone with his chance. Mason Jones with his chance. The outfielder for Lumberton watches the first one for strike 1. Wing and a miss. For strike 2.
I'd pitch Jones away. He likes to turn on it.
Yeah, 2 count to Mason Jones.
Well, they got him set up, but he missed in. Got away with it.
Ooh, just off the hands of the Lumberton coach there.
Catcher was set up outside, and he missed in, and Jones was just a little too eager.
E.J. Cox playing really good on Mason Jones.
Yeah, he is. Yourself some room, big fella.
And that's going to get away from the catcher. He's going to move up to second. He might have third. Oh, he hesitates a little bit, and they may have him in a rundown. Throws him to EJ, and he's going to slide back into second safely. So a little bit of an adventure there. He probably would have had third if he didn't hesitate on himself.
I think they've kind of decided they're going to test EJ. They want to put pressure on him on defense. You can tell that he's still kind of a project defensively. They're trying to find a position for him, and he can do it over there, but you can tell it's still kind of a work in progress. And they've seen some weakness there. They're trying to get him rattled and put some pressure on him.
So 2-2 count now to Mason Jones.
Wait,
that one gets away, and he'll move up 80 feet.
That's close to walking. It doesn't look like he's coming set.
Full count now to Mason Jones here. Jay Cox is going to go over and have a quick word with his pitcher. It's like just to kind of little reassurance to him.
So many times at this age, even the younger ages, it comes down to one bad inning.
That's it. Along the line, that will go out in the left field. That's going to put another run on the board for Lumberton. And all of a sudden, this is a 3-run game.
Good job out there in left by McDaniel to track that down and hold him to a single. Jones not the fleetest of foot, but he was turning the corner looking for 2, and he didn't have a chance because of the hustle out there in left field. Nice piece of hitting by Jones, though. Huge run.
Good hitting, big run. So Matt Shackelford, the outfielder, coming up now. Things through that one for strike 1.
Saw this Lumberton team yesterday, stymied most of the day by Marion Simmons from Buford County, 0-0, and then they scored 4 in the 6th. So, they're just kind of lying in the grass, waiting to pounce. They can swing it.
Quickly down in the 0-2 after fouling that one off.
And now we finally started to see Mississippi have to go to some guys that have already pitched in the tournament. So we're starting to see that depth of road a little bit.
That's going to be chopped over to E.J. Cox. E.J. with a throw, and he got him. That's going to do it for this inning, but not after Lumberton does some damage and puts a dent into that score. Score right now, Hattiesburg leads 9-6. So we head to the top of the 5th inning here in Buford County at the DBB World Series 2022 Championships.
Thank you for watching the DBB World Series, brought to you by Sunny Summers Cafe next to Publix on Robert Smalls Parkway in Buford.
Don't have cable? No problem. You can now stream WHHI TV on Roku, Fire TV, and on WHHITV.com. Just search WHHI TV and download our app. It's that easy.
Thank you for watching the DBB World Series, brought to you by Bricks on Boundary Street in Buford. We serve our nation's heroes and their families and our community neighbors who we love and work hard for every day.
Tune in to watch WHHI TV Daily Newscast, where we strive to bring you more news more often. We cover local headlines, weather, and sports every odd hour on the hour. Hear from your local government officials, shop owners, sports directors, healthcare providers, and many more. WHHI TV, your hyper-local news channel.
The Buford County Library serves.
So we're back here, Buford County Television 2024 DBB World Series. That one hit deep. Beckett Johnson sends that one. So leadoff home run. That'll make it 10-6.
14 Ks last night. Today he's 2 for 3 with a homer, a walk, a stolen base.
3 home runs on the day for this Hattiesburg, Mississippi team.
3 different guys, 3, 6, and 9 in the order. There's nowhere to hide.
Now Ian Hinton will see how he can follow that up.
Now batting number 21, Ian Hinton.
Spins that one over.
Nice
Great
play.
catch by Mason Jones.
Really good play by Mason Jones.
Good hustle on that play.
Great play by the third baseman for the first out of the inning.
That is a way tougher play than it looks like.
That'll be the first out of the inning.
28, Kane Johnson.
So it looks like we have a pinch hitter here as Kane Johnson will come in.
Hitting for Brazen Clark.
Sends that one high, foul over toward field 3.
Always a real challenge that I respect a ton for these coaches to try to get everybody in the game, get everybody, let everybody be a part of it and contribute. And it's a really tricky thing to do in the heat of the moment when you're in the battle to pull the trigger and take a guy out and put another guy in. But it's, I know from personal experience and from talking with my friends who do it, how much thought goes into it and how much they literally lose sleep over trying to get everybody an opportunity. So
And he's going to wear that one, take it to first base. I think the thing too is you got to remember these are all talented ball players. It's just sometimes you only have 9 spots on the field.
That's right. It's part of the evolution of the game as you grow up too. You get to this 13-year-old level, 12. There's a reason why 12U is when we have the Little League World Series, and you take your team to Cooperstown and all those things, because it's sort of the culmination of that stage of being a baseball player. And when you move up to 13U, it becomes a different game in a lot of ways. And one of them is that there's only 9 guys out there, and you're going to have a role on the team. It may not be what you envisioned or the ideal role, but all you can do is keep putting in the work. And when you get your opportunity, try to contribute and earn more opportunity. But it's a big part of the learning experience of the game, but it's also a big part of why it's such a great vehicle to build young people into great young adults, because having to learn those life lessons while you're out there having fun with your friends is much better than learning them the hard way later on.
Absolutely. I think too, you can kind of learn that you can find a way to make an impact even if you're not in that starting 9, as we talked about yesterday with the courtesy run.
Absolutely.
That is a huge thing that's been a factor in this game. It's a guy that's not in the starting 9, but it can absolutely be a difference maker.
Or a guy like Dalen Moore, who last night wasn't in the lineup, got a pinch hit spot in a 0-0 game, roped a double to left, ended up scoring the first run of the game, and he's in the lineup today and goes deep in his first at bat. So it is what it is, and much like it's next pitch, it's next game, you're just looking for your next opportunity to contribute and be ready for it when it comes. And being a role player is, it builds character. Character.
Absolutely. So the new pitcher now for North Carolina is going to be Steven Stone, who will move over from shortstop.
He has been so steady at shortstop. Every time I've seen him in this tournament, he is just really sure-handed. Makes the throws to first every time on the money. Been really impressed with him. Eager to see what he's got on the mound.
Talking about role players, I always think of Brooks Conrad, the old Atlanta star, who kind of played a little bit of everywhere and had some clutch hits, and just a guy that made a career out of that. Now, EJ Cox will be the first batter Steven Stone faced.
Yeah, that's a rough assignment. First guy. It's a frightening thing. You come in and your job's throw strikes, and that guy's up there trying to hit one out of the ballpark. Stone's a competitor, though. You can see that in his eyes when he's out there at shortstop. You don't play shortstop at this level without having a little bit of dog in you.
Yeah, it's a gritty position, and he does it well. Just misses on that first one for ball 1. Jay Cox now going to get back in the box.
Well, that's a good spot. Cox doesn't fool with much off the plate away. He wants it middle in. He's looking for something he can hit out of the ballpark.
It's funny we talk about how great an offensive game EJ's had. Probably he's wanting to get a little bit of the taste of last inning out of his mouth, though, as he had a few defensive.
Well, I didn't get a chance to say it at the end of last inning, but I was really impressed with the way he came back and made 2 routine plays look routine after kicking one. And that's a big part of the growth process. He's going to make mistakes as he grows into this game, especially in this body that is probably kind of new to him. Oh, gosh.
But
let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater, because this man can do that every time he's at the plate.
Course, and he's going to be at second. So runners in scoring position with 1 out right now for Mississippi.
That was a missile. I wish we had StatCast data on that exit velo, because that thing smoked off the base.
Wow. When he gets a hold of one, it is just fun to watch.
He's something else. He is an advanced hitter.
So the DH, Gabe McCrary, coming up now.
I promise you, coaches will keep finding places to try to teach him to play defense if he keeps swinging it like that.
And we'll figure that one out. So McCrary swings at the inside pitch for strike 1. Swings again, about the same spot.
Jeez, up and in.
Prairie on.
Tom's got a little giddy up on it. He's not a big kid, but you see him whip it over from short, you know he's got a good arm. He's got a little giddy up on that fastball.
Prairie going to settle in here, trying to avoid going down on strikes. Holds up on that one as it's ball one.
Kind of make it a point to go talk to young Mr. Cox before he leaves town.
It's going to take his lead at second. That's going to be sent right through the
nice
hole.
piece.
That's going to be at least one. EJ on his horse. We might have a play at the plate. He slides through safe. 12-6 Mississippi.
EJ can move. Big guy can run.
Sometimes you see a guy that's that big and that fast, and you're just like, that's just not fair.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cheap.
One guy on Battle Prairie brings up number 6, Colton Scott.
That's why I keep saying football, because it looks like an NFL body.
It's one of those kids, I'm sure, in youth football, the other coaches have been like, now, are we sure that kid's the right age?
Yeah, oh, yeah. That man carries his birth certificate with him everywhere he goes, guaranteed. Got it laminated in his wallet.
The reason that a lot of youth leagues won't let kids over a certain size run the ball, because something like that could look like Derrick Henry out there.
Yeah, it would take all 11 to bring him down.
One through by...
You're also not doing anybody any favors when you do that, because that kid ain't going to be a running back.
Yeah, he feels like a defensive end, maybe a tight end.
Yeah, tight end. Tight end works for me. I mean, he's got a serious hit tool. So I'm not saying he can't make it in baseball, but there will be a lot of people pulling him in the football direction, especially down in Mississippi.
This one high. See, first baseman under, but catches it as he was in contact with the man on first.
Yeah, I mean, the man on first is entitled to the base as long as he's there. He's entitled to it, and he did the right thing. He held his ground, and the defender has to just work around him in that situation. But a good job by Ransom, keeping his cool and making the play. 2 outs and a chance to get out of it. But every time North Carolina has struck back, Mississippi's had an answer.
Dalen Moore up now, the second baseman.
It's dangerous. Late with that one. He's mad that he missed. He knew he got a good pitch to hit, and he was just a little tardy. Didn't beat it to home plate. I really like Dalen's game. I like the way he swings the bat. Love the way he runs.
On the outside corner for strike two. Dalen definitely feels like a kid that'll have college coaches on his doorstep before we know it.
Yeah, I think so. Very athletic kid. Haven't seen much on defense. Can't really say much there, but
just outside ball one.
And a guy that if he doesn't stick in the infield, he should be able to make the transition to the outfield pretty easily.
That was strike three.
Good spot.
So that will end the inning, but not before Hattiesburg, Mississippi tacks on 3 more. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Hattiesburg, Mississippi 12, Lumberton, North Carolina 6 here on BCTV.
Tune in to watch WHHI TV Daily Newscast, where we strive to bring you more news more often. We cover local headlines, weather, and sports every odd hour on the hour. Hear from your local government officials, shop owners, sports directors, healthcare providers, and many more. WHHI TV, your hyper-local news channel.
The Buford County Library serves and supports the community for learning, for leisure, for life. Our locations are gathering places that allow all residents free access to education, technology, and literacy development. Your library has many resources that are available to you. Summer readings and events, free Wi-Fi and public computers, access to meeting rooms and study rooms, plus multiple digital resources. Visit your local Buford County Library. Your library card is waiting for you. The Buford County Library offers 2 bookmobiles that serve all residents of Buford County. With nearly all of the services customers expect from a branch library, you can sign up for or renew library cards, check out and return books, and request books from the online library catalog. On board our fully handicap accessible 26-foot bookmobiles, you'll find a wide variety of materials, including books for children, teens, adults, bestsellers, and large print. Visit our website for schedules and more information.
In the bottom of the fifth, number 26, Luke Lowry.
This Lowry up to bat now for Lumberton.
Pinch hit earlier in the 3rd inning in War 1.
Bentley Blansett still on the mound for Mississippi. Lowry fouls that one off. I want to thank our friends here at Buford County Parks and Recreation for hosting this great event. It's just been an amazing time, and the facility looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. I have a lot of great memories here, both as a coach. This is where I coached my first all-star team. We went 0-2, and I got ejected from the 2nd game. But, you know, many lessons were learned. We started a travel team the next year, and it's been much better since then.
Oh, no. Wow.
Got a little casual with that one.
It's like he lost it in the sun. It's like he's got those sunglasses
I
on.
hope he didn't lose it in the sun with the sunglasses on his hat. Because if I was his coach, he would not hear the end of that.
And now he's
putting them on. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes at this age, we get a little concerned with how it looks and forget that we don't care how it looks. It's what happens that matters.
It's how it functions.
That's right.
Sure, his parents are sitting there thinking we paid good money for the glasses to not.
Yeah. We're preaching to the choir with his parents right now. EJ giving chase.
EJ, good catch. 1 out away.
Covered some ground in a hurry there. Stayed with it. Looking up into the sun.
1 on, 1 out for number 7, Josiah Britt.
You might have lost that in the sun, but I think it was more the casualness.
Yeah. Brett gonna watch this one on the inside corner for strike 1. Great pitch from Lance up.
Anytime I see that glove go up by itself, I yell, 2 hands! Instinctively. Great piece of hitting by Brett. Softball ball player.
He's gonna be on his horse. Slides into 3rd, so runners in scoring position with 1 out now for
Double down the line off the bat of Britt.
Once again, no quit in this Lumberton team, but they're running out of innings here. They're going to have to make some hay, and then they got to put up a 0 at some point.
Yeah, Landon Ransom now, the first baseman, going to come in and see what he can do. See in scoring position.
Josiah's mom tuned in. I'm commenting on the thread. So. Proud of her boy, roping that double into left. Now he's showing the guns out there at second base. Working on that tan.
That's going to be hit right. EJ Cox, he's going to take the play first and go back right again.
EJ took that error personally. He is locked in over there now.
And again, one of those plays, you may question, say he could have went home, but takes the sure out. And
yeah, you're playing for outs with a big lead. Just take the out.
Place one.
So
there's a lot that can go wrong on that play at the plate.
He has been solid in the third base slot since that era. Oh, that's going to go deep. That one's
gone. It's gone.
It is gone. That is going to be gone.
Sam Smith.
Sam Smith.
Ball game.
And just like that, we were sitting here in a 3-run game again.
Sorry, that's Aunt Stacy. Sorry, Aunt Stacy. It makes more sense. So Mr. Smith, who now has a single, a double, and a home run today.
And it looks like there may have been a...
Uh-oh. We've got extracurricular activities. Hopefully someone outside the fence, not inside. A lot of discussion happening. Home plate umpire. Gonna have somebody leave the facility.
No wonder if
it happens.
From the lip reading, almost looks like maybe the team's been warned about trash talk and celebration. Maybe.
Well, certainly there was a conversation earlier, and we're aware that we don't know what took place, but we know there was a conversation where things got a little heated, and they settled people down. And if the same people are offending again, then it's only appropriate that they go watch Game Changer in the parking lot. Especially if they're outside the fence. You know, I mean, inside the fence, you get a little bit of leeway. You're an active participant. You're in competition. When you're outside the fence, you're supposed to be watching, not participating.
Absolutely. If you're outside the fence, you're here to support it.
Support, positive support, and that's all it needs to be. Yeah, we're in the dark up here in the press box. Mr. Jerry, he doesn't tolerate a lot. I believe he's a former Marine. There's no such thing as a former Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. So,
the Ghouls be standing there waiting to hit.
Definitely heating up.
The entire press box has come to watch our field.
Yeah, well, yeah, the other one has wrapped up. 20-2 bloodbath in favor of Hattiesburg over there.
Wow.
So they probably got a little extra support now from the 14 and unders coming over. Cheer them on.
And Blanchett gonna get a few warm-up tosses in with his catcher.
Stay loose.
Sort everything out. Yeah, it looks like one of the players may be leaving. He's got his bat bag.
Sure enough. That's not great to see.
Did he toss someone y'all? He's been a jack. Oh, no, a player.
And it's Steven Stone.
Steven Stone, the shortstop.
Is the pitcher.
Or the pitcher now. Yeah, the pitcher.
Daddy done eased up in here. Oh, man. Don't throw a kid out. I hope. It might have been another coach's kid. Oh, it is? I got one of them. Yeah, I was going to say something.
Yeah, Steve Stone is one of the coaches.
I'm one. Is that him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they'll need a new pitcher.
That will be
in the sixth inning.
He's took his name. I'm going to bring something.
Steven Stone will make the trek up here.
I hate that.
What did he say?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it makes one wonder what lead to that.
Oh,
Oh, Mama's upset.
Well, Rusty didn't want me out here. That's her son. Yeah. You don't need, I need it to you, Rusty. I can kind of sympathize. Now that's happening. He's going off the paper left.
And yeah, so now the Mississippi team going to leave the field.
Well, we may have a protest situation would be my guess.
And
if there's a protest, as I learned from the time that I was ejected from an all-star situation, apparently that does not constitute a protest.
Okay.
The actions that led to my ejection. You have to file a formal protest, and it must be handled before the next pitch is thrown, or else there's no protest. So that would be my guess, is we're going to get a protest committee together, and they're going to rule on this.
Umpire walking over now. He's got taking some notes in his book. Get her.
Okay.
Okay.
Umpire.
Well, much ado about nothing, I suppose, as far as the walking off the field goes. They were just seeking refuge from the heat, I'm sure, not knowing how long this was going to go on.
Didn't know how long, yeah. So Mississippi will come back here. They will get reset over here.
Quite a rally going here.
North Carolina.
Now,
reset here, 2 out. Julius Goolsby up as Mississippi leads North Carolina 12-9.
I just thought, you know, you like the easy thing, I like the real one. That's what I did. Yeah, I thought.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Strike one.
Here comes the Mississippi 14U team coming over to put some energy into the stands.
Yeah, that's going to end, but caught right there. That'll end the inning. We'll head to top of the 6th here, and Mississippi still leads 12-9 over in Lumberton, 12-9, and a little bit of a Donnybrook here now. It's been an exciting game.
Indeed. Donnybrook, indeed.
We will head to the 6th inning after a word from these sponsors.
At Buford County Parks and Recreation, we're renewing our commitment to our community through respect, integrity, and a standard of excellence. Whether you want to grow your family through fun and affordable sports, exercise, activities, or swimming, we'll show you and your family courtesy, compassion, and dignity every step of the way. Come rise with us for the fun of it.
Thank you for watching the DBB World Series, brought to you by Chris Johnson, local owner of Q-On Bay in downtown Buford. Q-On Bay, known for gut-busting creative barbecue, friendly staff, and hospitable southern charm. All that is missing is you. Come hungry, leave full.
Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series, brought to you by Local's Restaurant, Convenience, and Specialty Store on Possum Hill Road in Buford.
There's something for everyone at the highway.
So Sam Smith going to take over to pitch now as we head to the top of the 6th here. North Carolina trails Mississippi 9-12 here. An exciting game, and a very exciting game as the Mississippi 1,400 kids have joined over there to cheer on their younger band. Their younger
I can't tell my bleacher.
I ain't charged.
Wow, that's weird. How we doing now?
Pitcher Bentley Blanchett gonna take ball one here.
Top of the sixth for Mississippi, number 23, Bentley Blanchett.
Blanchett gonna watch ball two.
So the winner will advance and play JPRD at 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, inside and close.
Well, assuming it's Hattiesburg. I guess if Lumberton wins, then we've got 3 one-loss teams. And then we got to get into that whole drawing for the bye thing.
And that looks like it might not be as sure cut as it was. I guess.
Man, they're not laying down, are they?
They are not. No, it's the first strike there. 3-1 count.
But the thing has been they haven't been able to put up a 0 since that first inning. So can they hold this Mississippi offense at bay going against the top of the order here?
Blanchett will watch that one on the inside, and that'll be ball 4.
Blanchett was very confident in trotting to first base on a very borderline pitch for me.
Very much so, yeah.
Sold it well.
Very. Now the 14 Mississippi team are having a conversation.
Those are some grown men on cheering on your Mississippi team.
Josh McCarty.
So Josh McCarty in with 1 on and no outs. That's hit high going.
I don't know.
Head foul.
Way foul. Loud strike. So it's Mississippi and Louisiana on field 1 tonight, right? We could have the same matchup over here.
It could be an all Gulf Coast.
The Gulf Coast is tearing it up.
So 0-2 now. Chop to shortstop. See if he's going to boot that one, and he will try to get the first. Oh, it's going to get away.
That's where the absence of Steven Stone really hurts him.
And that's going to get away from the third baseman with Blanchett not going to advance. Josh McCarty going to trot over to second, and 2 on in scoring position with no outs here for Mississippi.
Two of them.
And up now, Beckett Johnson. Last time he was up, he just sent one over to right field, and who knows what he's got cooked up his sleeve right now. Just him inside for strike 1.
Beckett Johnson. Yeah, an absolute rocket to right field last time up.
Johnson.
Swinging a good stick.
That was crushed.
I don't think he got all of it.
Gets into the gap, though. That's going to score at least 1, probably 2. Beckett's going to find himself at second. 2 more runs, so 14-9. Mississippi leads.
Beckett, a triple shy of the cycle. I'll be shocked if we see him leg out 3. He's first baseman after all.
Yeah. If he gets one strikeout away from the
2 RBI
record on one night and it has a cycle the next day, go ahead and draft him first overall.
I mean, he already found his recruiting profile, right?
Yeah.
He's on the radars.
Perfect game already. Got him on the radar.
Well, I guess my son's got a perfect game profile too. Actually got an MVP at one tournament, but he's not a big time prospect. So you take it all with a grain of salt. But Beckett looks like the real deal.
0-1 here. Looks like it's in the dirt. 0-2. And I think the big thing here for Lumberton is after all the excitement we've had, trying to focus, settle down, and get back and get into this game.
Well, and their leader on defense, who has been their shortstop, and their pitcher is not out there right now, and that's a voice that a calming influence on your team.
It is tough. And now we've got the cheers coming from the 14U team in Mississippi.
And bringing the hype over there. Nice inside.
That gets it away. Did not go out to the outfield there, but man, almost got Beckett.
That was Matrix. That was Matrix-esque.
It looked like Neo dodged the bullet there.
Beckett dodged it. Ball started on one side of him, ended up on the other side of him. He was shielding Goolsby. He couldn't see it.
That's going to be hit high toward left center.
Willowsby's pretty reliable out there.
And Beckett not going to test the arm, so it'll be the first out of this inning.
Once again, North Carolina chipping away, but Mississippi just keeps coming back. They've already put up 2 and another one in scoring position.
For number 28, Kane Johnson.
Kane Johnson now.
Pinch hit last inning and wore 1.
Leading through that one, that'll be, might have been tipped a little bit, but that'll be strike 1. Going through that one, 0-2.
Yeah, that's good. So you got a big unit. You don't try to execute by yourself.
And I can steal that one.
Yeah.
Throw over to third.
He's good at that. Second time in this game, we've seen him pick up on the fact that the pitcher's not taking a look at him at second and just take off and jump him.
And I got to imagine being a high-level pitcher probably helps him out on the base passing.
High IQ player, clearly.
Swung through. That'll be strike 3. So second out of the inning.
Always got to take a look and see what's happening. Just keep them honest.
EJ Cox comes up here.
Big EJ. Hit a freaking laser beam to left center his last time up for a double. Also hit a freaking laser beam to left for a home run earlier.
Big man here. He could really put a big old damage here.
I'll have to try to get me an autograph to EJ Cox baseball before he leaves town.
He's hit enough out. There's probably go out there, you can find you one.
See what it turns into. I think the gentleman from Mississippi has been collecting them out for him.
Plenty of trophies to come home.
DBB does a great job of making sure they recognize those home run balls.
That one's going to be sent right in front. They're going to throw, but it will.
Oh, nice play. No, he got it.
No, they got him. They got him. So that will be the third out.
Nice play by Ransom at first again to hold the bag there.
So 2 runs for Mississippi that inning, and we will head to the bottom of the 6th here on Buford County TV, the 2024 DBB World Series.
Lumberton coming up next.
Lumberton coming up to bat, and we return.
There's something for everyone at the Highway 21 Drive-In. We have double features on 2 screens for movie lovers of all ages. Our concessions are always open and feature something for everyone. It's affordable for the whole family. Bring the kids or a date for a night under the stars and create some lasting memories. Highway 21 Drive-In, where the stars come out at night. Call 843-846-4500 for this weekend's double features.
Make sure to check out Festive Buford, your exclusive ticket to all the excitement happening across Buford County. Join us as we explore vibrant events that bring our community together. From local flavors at seafood festivals to creativity at art shows, Festive Buford celebrates the heart and soul of our community. Don't miss the stories behind these events that make Buford County shine. Tune in and discover why Buford County is the place for every occasion. Festive Buford is where the spirit of our community comes alive. Find episodes of Festive Buford on BCTV, on the BCTV YouTube channel, and on the BCTV app.
Thank you for
No, I would tell you. So that would be that.
We're back here at DBB 2024 World Series, an exciting game. Every time you and I call the game, we always say something different, but something exciting.
We got the pitchers duel last night, and we got the NAIA Sunday afternoon slugfest today.
So Mississippi leads North Carolina 14-6 here in the Junior World Series. And new pitcher on for Mississippi.
Final pitch count for Bland set 29.
It's going to be Ian
Down
Hinton.
the mound for Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Number 21,
Got a
Ian.
new batter hitting in Steven Stone's spot to lead things off, Preston Locklear. He's the last dub on the bench, so
Preston
nobody else to go to over there for Lumberton. They're only carrying 11.
So some of these rosters have been kind of small.
I mean, you can only carry 12, I think.
So Preston Locklear going to step in here to bat against Ian Hinton.
That's one of the big challenges of putting this roster together, is having enough pitching depth to win the whole thing on a 12-player roster.
Makes it even more impressive the way Mississippi's been able to hold guys like they have.
Yeah. Well, and Lumberton with only 11, now down to 10. That's a tough spot as far as your pitching depth goes.
That's going to be sent over, and that's going to be a base hit. So Locklear comes off the bench and starts things off here for this Lumberton team that just is not going. They're not going to go down without a fight.
No, they are not. They are a scrappy bunch. Got a little insight from the comments. Jay Van Orsdal tells us that EJ, this is how he got so strong. He chops wood for his dad's barbecue. He's also an accomplished orchestral bass player and all-around fine young man.
Now that's something you put on the back of the baseball card one of those days.
Yeah,
I mean,
orchestral bass player.
That is incredible.
Oh, thank you. So anything changed there?
Outside, that'll be no, that will be strike two.
Few minutes yesterday.
Ian Hinton's probably enjoying his time in town. He loves fried chicken. Hope he found some Maryland fried chicken while he was here.
Great place. Also, our friends over at Brooks have some good chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Great chicken tenders.
Favorite show, Outer Banks. Them just up the road in Charleston. The Dodgers fan, but a Ellie De La Cruz guy who plays football.
De La Cruz, such a fun young player to watch.
Oh, he's amazing.
So 1-2 count now to Mason Jones. Watches that one. 2-2.
When EJ grows up, he wants to be rich.
I think he's going to be rich. Might be football. Might be baseball.
Might be orchestral bass.
Orchestral bass, yeah. I think there's a lot of opportunities for that kid.
Yeah.
It's not cutting off any avenues. Nice pitch there.
So that will be the first out of the inning here for North Carolina.
One out. Brings up number 11, Matt Shackelford.
Matt Shackelford up to bat now for North Carolina. Big swing and a miss.
I bet EJ can chop a lot of wood in a short period of time. That explains the bat speed.
Yeah.
The knob to the ball.
Chopping wood.
Short swing.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Kind of wonder if on the football field if he does the old Jeremiah Trotter.
Oh, yeah, probably, I would guess. If not, maybe Mr. Jay Van Orsdal will communicate that to him and he can incorporate it.
Now, we have there, it looks like we're going to have the
They might have metal cleats.
Might. Yeah, we got Fisher going to leave the field here.
He's definitely got some back on his arm or something.
So, see what we have here. Well, we've got a minute. I want to thank our friends over at Sunny Summers Cafe over next to Publix. It's been a great new addition to the Buford County community, and they've helped fuel us through the morning games so far here at DBB World Series.
Love Sunny Summers Cafe. Folks who don't know, one of our local celebrities owns Sunny Summers Cafe, or better known as Lacey Evans from WWE. Hails from Parris Island, South Carolina.
That'll be strike three.
Got to see her daughter, Summer Estrella. Her daughters are Sunny and Summer, so there's the name of the restaurant. Summer Estrella, I got to see her make her youth MMA debut over at the Foundry.
Really?
A little while ago earlier this summer, and she was dominant. Won by submission.
I'm sure. So she may have a future in combat sports, whether it's WWE, MMA, one of those.
She's also a gymnast. She was on our podcast. She was on the Loco Sports Lowdown and talked to us about the experience. And actually, it was the Loco Grind, our special combat sports and wrestling podcast. And Summer was on there. She was very engaging. She could cut WWE promos tomorrow. Like, she talks trash. She called out Charlotte Flair. She called out Becky Lynch. Like, she has no fear.
So she may be the future of WWE.
Yeah, she's got Riz. Lots of Riz.
Lots of Riz. My younger coworker's been teaching me that word. I'm sure you with coaching kids, you hear that all the time.
I hang out with 13-year-old boys and 11-year-old girls. So I know all about Riz. How about Baby Gronk, risen up, Lady Dunn?
Oh, man. Did not think we'd have that mentioned on this broadcast.
I mean, it's youth sports. How could we not mention Baby Gronk?
Baby Gronk.
Don't do that, parents. Don't do that.
No, it's tomorrow.
Inside ball one.
You're doing a great job of having your kids out here playing ball. You do not need to have them trying to become YouTube, TikTok influencers.
That's hot. Sent over behind first base. Ball's foul.
Yeah, they got
There's no way that Baby Gronk will ever live up to the hype.
The hype's did something, I'll tell you that.
Try not to establish the hype before puberty is kind of my rule.
no, played at Georgia Tech.
One.
Got him.
We will be talking about these games, this tournament, a lot on the Loco Sports Lowdown. Already have been. We'll be wrapping it all up tomorrow night, 9 p.m.
If people don't know, where can they find the Loco Sports Lowdown?
Loco Media on YouTube or Loco Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We'll usually get it streaming about everywhere we can put it.
Gotta love a good live streaming show.
Oh, yeah. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes the internet gremlins get us. They win sometimes. Other times we get great guests. We had Zayo Estrada last night, national champion wrestler from Hilton Head. Just won a belt at Fargo. She's an Olympic hopeful for 2028. Also had Alex Hunt. He's just down the way there on the show last night.
Fouls that one off. So staying alive here. 2-2 counts. Dalton Tyner, the third baseman here.
Yeah, they have.
Oh my!
I'll get behind him and
Lost the grip on the curveball there.
Locklear will move up 80 feet.
Now you got to hit the ball.
3-2 count here. Dalton Tyner, who pitched earlier in this game. It's right behind back.
Right on that one.
Grayson Allen might be the most dirty. Like Dennis Brown. Grayson Allen has more great hitting with that than would be second.
Now we've got people questioning EJ's age for the 13 and under tournament, not understanding that the age cutoff happens April 30th. So yes, he's 14 and 2 months, but that means his birthday happened before the age cutoff, or after the age cutoff. So he was still 13 on the age cutoff. So he's eligible at 13.
30. Oh.
Next week, when the season flips over, he'll be a 14.
Yeah. Oh, he will be.
You don't switch age groups in the middle of the season.
Way back behind us, and laying over there near the picnic tables. One of the Mississippi parents going to pick that one up.
Never going to get any attention otherwise. You know, we started to talk trash. He got his name in the headlines. Yeah.
3-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. That will end this innings. We'll head to the top of the seventh. Mississippi still up 14-9 against Lumberton, North Carolina here on BC.
North Carolina.
Thank you for watching the DBB World Series, brought to you by Miss Chelsea McPeak, local owner of Jimmy John's in Buford. Enjoy gourmet sandwiches and wraps from our freaky fresh menu. Order online for delivery or pick up from a Jimmy John's near you.
What's going on, everybody? I hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am. My name is Javon Livingston, founder of Buford County, and we're looking for sponsors for our live streams. We're going to be broadcasting Buford High sports all year long. So you name it, football, volleyball, basketball, softball, baseball, all right here on Buford's Own. And we're looking for sponsors. So send us an email at info@Buford'sOwn.com.
Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series, brought to you by Bojangles on Robert Smalls Parkway in Buford. Bojangles, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bo knows baseball. Bo knows Buford. It's Bo time.
Hey, Loco sports fans.
We're back here. DBB World Series, top of the seventh.
Leading off the top of the seventh.
And
Number 31, Tristan Simmons.
catcher Tristan Simmons sends that one right past the diving third baseman. It's going to die right there toward the outfield, and he's going to have himself a nice single.
Good job by Simmons jumping on the first pitch. He's been catching all day, had the DH hitting for him, but got a chance to hit for himself, took advantage. Nice effort over at third by Tyner, but just couldn't quite get down to it.
Now the left fielder, Max McDaniel.
Now that is number 18.
To further clarify, EJ celebrated his birthday on May the 4th, which is, he's got a fortunate birthday in terms of being almost a full year older, but still well within the rules. April 30th cutoff. I'm learning in softball it's January 1st, which is really weird because you play a different age group in the fall than you play in the spring. So
Yeah, that is odd.
it's an adjustment for me. They also only really have every 2 years, so you're breaking up half your team every year. It's kind of not great, but
I'll be high in there for ball one.
hopefully softball will continue to grow. The Dixie or Diamond Youth Softball, definitely bigger than it's ever been and continuing to grow.
Yeah, 2-1 count now. Sam Smith, the pitcher.
Sam's had himself a day. Single, double homer.
It's going to be sent right back towards.
Good thing we got a roof. Next, McDaniel has a sacrifice fly and was hit by a pitch. He's 0 for 2. Scored a run as well. A lot of ways to produce without necessarily getting hits.
Yeah.
You know, ways to produce.
One out.
Do a job.
Dalen Moore.
Dalen Moore coming up here, the man we saw home run earlier, and done a lot for this team.
Yeah, pair of walks, 2-run homer, scored a second run, struck out looking his last time.
Ooh, takes that one inside.
They did a good job last time of pitching him away and locked him up on the outside corner. He likes it middle in. Been a really hard-fought game.
And that's going to be hit right to left center. That's going to fall.
You cannot make a mistake middle in to Dalen Moore.
But, man, that was a pretty good throw. That's going to keep them from scoring one more run, which I thought that was going to be runs automatically. Dalen Moore.
Willowsby
hits a little silly there on second base.
Really good out there in center. Actually, that may not be Willowsby in center. Maybe Willowsby in left. I don't know who we got out there.
Double left center.
But Moore's got a double, a homer, and 2 walks. Great day for him.
Set.
This brings the leadoff man, Bentley Blanchett, back on.
Last night we got out of here in 90 minutes. Today we're working on 2.5 instead of 1.5.
My coworker Chloe was kind of mad at me because she said I always get all the short games and she's been getting the long ones. I think I'm making up for it today.
Yeah. You got nowhere to be until here at 6. Then looks like.
That's going to score at least 2. Yeah, score 2. And he's on slide. He's 16-9.
Relentless offense from Hattiesburg today. Blanchett's second hit of the day. He also had that beautiful sacrifice bunt and drew a walk, so he's been on base a lot. Now brings up McCarty, who was the starting pitcher many moons ago. It seems like a long time ago that he was on the hill. But he left with the lead, and now he's got a chance to add to it.
McCarty.
Had a single and an RBI ground out today. Reached on an error last time. Scored twice.
Oh, that's going to be smoked. Is that
foul?
Foul.
He didn't get the barrel to that one. He hooked around it, but got it a little too far toward the cap and just kind of died and hooked on him at the end. Yeah, our parents are always, again, I coach 13-year-old baseball, so our parents are always, I wonder how old that kid is. And I say, he's 13, man. Like, nobody's doing that. Not really.
That's going to be sent to center, but it will be called center fielder. So, 2 away now.
Professional athletes are all 13 at some point in their life. And they grow up to be much bigger than us.
Absolutely.
Johnson.
I think a lot of parents just want to find the other team doing something wrong.
I'm about 5'6", so I haven't seen a first baseman shorter than me since about 10 years.
So we strike one.
I've played some baseball in these fields too. A little Buford County Men's League.
Heard good things about the
One of the many offerings from our Parks and Rec department. The Buford County Men's League's gotten a little too good for my level of play, as they've elevated They've elevated their game a little bit. My janky rotator cuff doesn't do much anymore.
Just coach, man.
Smoke through the hole. Oh, and Blancett's going to he's going to head to third. And Baggett Johnson will have a double there. So 2 outs and 2 in scoring position.
For sure. What?
Double off the bat of Johnson brings up number 21, Ian Hinton.
So Ian Hinton steps into the plate now. On looking. That's high, set toward left field, but it will land foul.
If they're hitting the ball.
I'm sorry?
What's the score?
This is
Yes, I know.
Ball 1. Ball 2.
Can't wait.
Look in here from Sam Smith. Outside, ball 2 there. Inside almost hit him. There's count for Ian Hinton.
It's like
It's going to be Chase under it. He got it.
It was an adventure.
Ends the inning. So final chance for Lumberton coming up here as we head to the bottom of the 7th here at the DBB World Series. Hattiesburg, Mississippi, 16. Lumberton, North Carolina, 9.
Got it back.
Fans, the Loco Sports Lowdown is your ticket to staying in the know about the latest local sports news, insight, and analysis from around the Lowcountry. Tune in live or stream on demand on the Loco Media Network on YouTube.
Thank you for watching the DBB World Series. DBB offering youth baseball for over 65 years.
The Loco Media Network is the place to keep up with local sports news across the South Carolina Lowcountry and subscribe to all your favorite shows. From the Loco Sports Lowdown and Loco Pigskin Live to the Loco Hoops Report and USCB All Access. Plus new shows like Red's Barbershop and Under the Bus, featuring hilarious banter on the biggest stories in sports. Find them all on the Loco Media YouTube channel. Go Loco!
Thank you for watching the DB Baseball World Series on Buford County Television. Watch your local government and community in action on Buford County Television.
And we're back here. DBB World Series. Mississippi trying to close this one out here. Fouled off.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th, North Carolina, number 3, Waylon Willoughby.
And Waylon Willoughby up here at the bat now. And he's also got the Suns Out, Guns Out for us. So coming kind of a little trend for the North Carolina teams. Guy high. Caught. Out. Went away. And it looks like the Suns Out, Guns Out may be the rally cry for this North Carolina teams that are coming up now.
Josiah Britt.
Britt's been bearing them all day.
He has. He has exercised his right to bear on. He's gonna smoke that one short.
Nice play. Nice hands by Blancett.
Oh, did he pull him off? No, he got it. He stayed on. So that's 2 away quickly. Now, the final hope for Lumberton comes to the plate in the form.
That was a tough hop. Blancett. That was a big top spin hop. Jumped right at him, but he had nice soft hands. Bottom up. Good job.
So Landon Ransom, the first baseman, represents the final hope here for North Carolina. Foul that one on plate. 0-1 count.
I do the home run balls for the congratulations for the home run listeners.
That'll be ball 1. So 1-1 count here with 2 outs. That's high, and that might do it. Comes down with it. That's going to end this one. Mississippi wins 16-9. They're going to be headed to tonight's championship game where they will take on JPRD Louisiana.
Yeah, Mississippi stays undefeated in the tournament, continues to show that they can win however they need to win. Last night it was an absolute dominant pitching outing by Beckett Johnson, and they scratched across a couple of runs any way they could. Today they banged it all over and out of the yard and won big 16-9. So it's a really good baseball team. Look forward to seeing them again tonight, and we'll see if JPRD can force us to work tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's going to be a Louisiana-Mississippi affair on both fields. And we will be back here tonight, 6 o'clock. BCTV YouTube. We will look forward to talking with y'all then.
you